We want to talk about and congratulate Kabaka Pyramid.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Hold on, the stadium applause. There we go. Shout out Kabaka P. We totally predicted this, by the way.
I don't know.
No, we make prediction ourselves. I feel like Shaggy would win, but we all here wanted Kabaka to win. Or
We were
Sean
saying
Paul.
Sean, actually.
No, tell it too. Yeah, Steve, yeah.
Random guy on the mic.
Random guy. Sorry. Yeah. But we're glad for him. Well deserved, as we were actually touting the album to be very good and one of, if not the best album for last year. Shout out to Kabaka P. I just want to ask, I guess, how do you think that he was able to land the honor? Apart from him linked with the Marleys, of course.
They've been building his brand and his music in the right way for a long time. Also, shout out Abishai and Dwayne and his management team and Damian Marley on production. And, they've built his music. If you watch his streaming numbers across platforms, they've been growing consistently over time through having a real plan, consistent, cohesive, quality content, big collaborations, pulling it all together, and, bringing the right contributors on board.
I mean, there's a game, but I don't want to say game to like trivialize the work of the album itself.
Yeah.
But there is there a game that people have to play, and like what does it entail though? Like what people don't really understand.
Well, I think what people understand, and again, I don't think it necessarily is about this album in particular, because I think it's like this is a very well-deserved situation and a team that's been grinding and making amazing music for a long time. In terms of just demystifying how it all works, I mean, it's about...
Because, I mean, every time when, even prior to this, because this is in the recent memory I can think of where it was like mostly Jamaica. Well, all Jamaicans.
All Jamaicans,
nominated
which was a backlash against last year.
Yeah, having the white man win. Yeah. Soldier, I think it was.
Why are you pointing at me?
The white man win.
But,
so, people always like, it's like...
The most unfortunate thing to me was like, I'm actually a Soldier fan, and that wasn't an album. It wasn't a Soldier album that I particularly enjoyed.
See,
so I kind of felt like, this album have to do it, because if it was another album, I think people might have listened to it and been like, yeah, well, this is actually not bad.
The thing I would say with Soja, and honestly, I think when you all had Christy Barber on, it was a great
she caught Sam say,
no.
vote!
I was like, all right,
this is what you actually have to be doing.
But I mean, look, Soja. And I know all those guys really well too, and they've been working hard for a long ass time. Like, this band's been around for 25 years.
Wow.
So it's not like this thing that came out of nowhere, and it's an award show based in the US where American bands are going to have an advantage. Yeah. So I mean, the general way that it works is that people who have a certain number of credits, creative credits, can become voters. So if you're an engineer, or you play trumpet, or you whatever, you have a certain number of registered credits. I believe the number is 5 on physicals or 12 on digital. Then you can become a registered member. And then there's a certain number of categories that you're allowed to vote for. And it's changed how many you're allowed to vote for. And so it's about getting as many people who are registered voters to vote
in your category.
For your category.
Okay.
So... and then there's all sorts of different ways of networking within that system, and becoming more part of events within the Grammys, and becoming involved in your local chapter, and getting to know other people involved. And
look what
that's how it works.
Why you don't want to condone that?
What?
The cash money thing is no cash money.
Do I think people are bribing people for votes?
I don't know.
I don't know of any specific person who's gotten money in exchange for voting for something.
Well, I guess I'm a skeptic in that sense, where it's like, if there's something that I can ask you to do for me, that is a valuable thing for me, and you control whether you do it or not.
It's a barter exchange.
Listen,
FIFA.
Anything that I'm just saying, anything that holds a value and can be traded from one person to another, at some point will be paid for.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're talking about social capital?
Yes.
Hear man, hear man in Caucasian words.
Social
and
capital?
phrases, yeah.
Social capital.
Oh no.
But yeah, what she's saying, stop going like you're smarter now.
Welcome, Adam. Welcome to the club.
Okay. Welcome to the club, really. Well, shout out to Kabaka Pyramid, though. Well deserved. Well deserved.
Absolutely.
Those Grammy picks, they look clean too.
Right?
Clean, yeah.